when people talk about trucking, you hear them give you advice and just things that they have done that has worked for them, and you know, they're very successful with it, and that's cool. You know, much kudos to those people that have given you that advice. Much kudos to them for wanting to reach back and you know, help you out. But I'm under the impression that the best way to be successful in trucking is to find your own path. Well, Jay, what if they're doing really well at what they're doing? That's what they're doing. And of course, when you're doing what you want to do, you're going to think that it is the best path to take. Just go scroll across YouTube, man. YouTube and YouTube truckers, look how full of themselves they are. Everybody thinks they have the secret formula. Everybody thinks they know it all. Everybody got that secret advice that'll make you better than the next trucker. I mean, fuck being better than the next trucker. I'm just trying to be better than I was yesterday. Only person that I'm competing with is Pizza Delivery Jay. Or Swift Mentor and Leasing Jay that couldn't manage his money. When you get into this game of watching everyone else to see what they doing, see how much they making, see what their truck look like, see all the amenities that they get at their company, you find yourself entering into this realm of, okay, what I'm not doing right now is good enough because this person is doing better. Whether it's because of finances, whether it's because of equipment, whatever, home time, whatever. And it just fucks the game up because it's like now everyone is so focused on everyone else, they're not appreciating the situation that they have right in front of their face, which is why you have a turnover rate in trucking that is so crazy. Not because people are leaving the industry, it's because people are so fixated with the grass is greener. So I say all that to say this, man. If you coming into this trucking game and you looking for the best way to be successful, come up with a plan. Or if you don't have a plan, make it as you go. But do it the way you want to do it. I'm living testament that you can come in trucking and you can do whatever you want, how you want, when you want. When I first came into trucking, they told me don't start off with a mega carrier. Go to CDL school. I went to a mega carrier and got trained, CRST. They told me don't leave CRST. Don't break the contract. You won't get a job anywhere else. I broke my contract and I've been hired on multiple occasions. I went to don't go to Trans Am. I went to Trans Am. Don't leave Trans Am. I left Trans Am. Was that Abilene? Don't leave Abilene. I left Abilene. You're a company hopper. You got too many jobs in the last such and such time. You're not going to get hired. Oh, when I was at Trans Am, it was don't start off with an automatic transmission. It's going to cripple you. Never cripple me. Never cripple me. So the point is I can honestly say that I feel like at this point that I have done my trucking career the way I wanted. I may have done some things that I would have done differently now, knowing if I knew then what I knew now. But at the end of the day, at that point in time when that decision was being made, I was doing what I wanted. I never stayed at any company longer than I wanted to. I never, you know what I'm saying? I never felt like I was forced to do anything with any company. At any given point, when I felt like I was tired of this company, when I felt like there was nothing left to be gained here, or there was something else, and when I got to a point in my life where there was something else that I wanted to be done, whether it was coming local and being home more, or making more money, or tired of having a trainee in my truck, or whatever, I made the move, and I didn't have to deal with anyone's pushback. Well, it was always pushback, but I didn't give a fuck about it, is what I'm trying to say. So now, with me being at this local job and, you know, dealing with the stuff that I'm dealing here because I choose to deal with it, it's just, I'm doing it my way. I am. Would it be easy for me to leave this company and go to the next, or go jump in a lease where I won't make really that much more money than what I'm making now? Absolutely. And that's what people are telling me to do. But at the end of the day, I didn't get this far in trucking by doing anything besides what I wanted to. That's just what it is. For all the advice that I've been given by all these famous YouTubers and, you know, these people on social media who know everything about everything, for all this advice, at the end of the day, I always did what I wanted. And I truly feel like I'm at a place now where I'm successful because of it. I have a great paying job. Look at this dude. I have a great paying job. I have a nice balance of being home every day and seeing my family. And I'm not talking about working no 12, 14-hour shift, coming home just long enough to see them. I'm talking about working 9 to 10 hours and being off for 14 hours. And having enough time to do things during the week if we want. If we want to go to the gym together, if we want to go see a movie together, if we want to go see some family members and sit around for a couple of hours. Having that type of time to do whatever I wanted. I wouldn't have gotten here if I would not have done what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. I say all that to say this, man. Don't come into trucking thinking that there's only one way to be successful. Don't come into trucking thinking that one person has all the answers for everything in the trucking industry, because that is incorrect. Stop listening to people who have not done what you're trying to do. Stop listening to people who can't admit that they're wrong. Because at the end of the day, there's a lot of wrong in the trucking industry. And it's a lot of people out here who have made bad decisions. And if they're not willing to admit to bad decisions, then how can they give you any good advice if they're not willing to accept the truth for themselves? That's all I'm saying, man. The best way to do this trucking shit is exactly how you want it. If you don't want to go OTR, don't go OTR. If you don't want to be local, don't be local. If you don't want to lease a truck, don't lease a truck. If you don't ever want to buy a truck, don't buy a truck. But don't let anybody else make you feel bad for any of that shit. Just because they're doing decisions based off of information that was given to them incorrectly. You gonna let me over, fam? I appreciate you. Just because they're doing stuff. Because a lot of these cats out here are just doing what they don't even know that why they're doing what they're doing. You'd be surprised how many truck drivers are out here in a truck driving for a company just because somebody told them to, or because they saw somebody doing it. But they can't give you a real reason as to why they are there. They just go on, they're rolling with the punches. That's crazy to me. That's absolutely crazy to me. If somebody came and asked me right now, why are you still here after all the bullshit, I will give them the reasons, because I want to be home, because I do believe that this is a good paying gig. I'm just having a rough patch. I'm trying to work on my consistency with staying with companies and dealing with problems and not running from at first sign of trouble. So I feel like this is the best company to do that with at this time. But you go ask some of these guys, hey man, why you leasing that truck? Cause such and such on YouTube said it was cool. Hey man, why you doing this? Why you doing that? You know what I'm saying? Don't be that truck driver, man. Cause you're gonna lose a lot of money, and you're gonna lose a lot of time. You're gonna look up 5 years later or 10 years later, and you still out here trying to lease on with a mega carrier like a rookie, no disrespect. And you just, you know what I mean? You acting like you found a pot of gold 10 years in the industry, when really you ain't doing nothing but the same thing somebody with 10 weeks in the industry can do. Like, chill, man. Do what you want to do, man, and be happy with it. Fuck all the noise. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? But what do I know? I'm just a local truck driver that make $1,200 a week.